Okay, Emily, listen up. I want to tell you something you just noticed about you. You tallied your way through serving each of the girls a piece of chocolate cake after they'd already had sodas and cookies and all of the above. They wanted chocolate cake. You were giving them pieces of chocolate cake and started wanting it yourself. But no, not on day 9. It's not worth it. Repeat after me. It's not worth it. Would it be tasty? Yes. Does it look good? Yes. Would it be fun? Yes. So many yeses. Big fat no brain no. It's not worth it. Period. So you tallied your way through that. Then they were working on the Boston butt. They've been working on it all day long in the smoker outside. And Charlie brought in a huge plate for everybody to sample the Boston butt. Tally. You tallied your way until finally you sat down on the couch, and after visiting and talking and laughing and watching late night TV and the kids were playing and Greg was falling asleep in the recliner, you all of a sudden realized, oh, I totally forgot about eating. That's awesome. Your brain can be reconditioned. It's happening. It's 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve. You're about to go to bed. Big night tonight. Santa Claus is coming. Time to sprinkle reindeer food out in the yard, which is basically oats and glitter, and give Santa Claus some cookies and milk. Probably not this old milk that's been sitting there for 2 days. Really just 1 day. Not bad. Clara, show everyone what we're about to do at, ooh, I was exactly right, 11:02.
We're about to sprinkle reindeer food, and it's made out of oatmeal, sprinkles, and glitter.
You did it, girl, and I could not be more proud of you. Look at you in yesterday's makeup and yesterday's t-shirt. You tallied your way here to Saturday, December 25th. And you're feeling so noticeably awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yes. Yes, girl, you're earning tallies. Yes. Tally, tally, tally. Because that brain of yours still, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. That's what it feels like. You're laser focused. But you know what? I'd say some of the best German Shepherds, some of the best, most well-trained, obedient workers probably still are susceptible to going laser focused. Squirrel! Or like I've said before, some stuff is almost involuntary. Like, look, we could have Clyde or Walter trained awesomely, which we don't, but then a little Julie comes by wagging her tail and they might get a little distracted at times. Anyways, I'm so stinking proud of you. You tallied your way here. You feel so good. You're totally sober. A little tired because you were up through the night. But here we are. I'm not going to say we're over this Christmas adventure hill, but we've made our way by the grace of God all the way to here. And this is day 10. Let's enjoy it. Emily, let's go, girl. You and me, your past self. Cheers to your future self. Let's make things happen. Starting with this cold glass of sour milk, complete with a dead fly. We got this. Cheers. All right. Merry Christmas, Mary. Did Santa Claus bring you anything? Yes, he did. Okay, Mary just now came in here and she had a beautiful thing to share with me, and she said she was willing to share it here.
This is the main thing about candy canes. It's a J, and that's for Jesus.
That's exactly right. And how did you sound it out?
Jesus.
Okay, Merry Christmas to me. I weighed this morning. Greg, get back here. You were gonna be part of this video.
Oh,
No.
You didn't tell me that. I don't think to see Thomas.
All right, I'll just tell them about what you did for me. You know, with the Boston butt. Okay. Okay. So, Merry Christmas to me. I weighed this morning. I weigh on Saturday mornings, and I'm doing this new way of eating that God and I absolutely, it took us weeks to, it took me weeks to work out. And it actually, I was eating this new way of eating, but still adding to it here and there for a while. Almost like, all right, let me just take a moment to articulate this. Almost out of fear that it wouldn't work, which is obviously self-sabotage, which I talk about in my video called A Word on Fear. How we go ahead and sabotage things because the reality is better, feels better than the fear of it. So I had this way of eating for a long time, like weeks, and I did not do one day of it because I was like, what if this isn't, plus I wanted to eat, right? So I would say there was some rebellion in there, and also it just wasn't time. It just wasn't time. The stars, oh boy, I don't want to say the stars had not aligned yet. That sounds very not like what I want to talk like. The Holy Spirit had not led me to the point that I was at 10 days ago, quite yet. So I weigh on Saturday mornings. I've been sticking to it to the point I'm about to tell y'all something about that Boston butt, but I've been sticking to it, period. I've been sticking to it for 2 weeks now. The first week on this new way of eating, I was down 3 pounds. Fabulous. I thought, excellent. We all know that first week you're going to lose a little extra because it's like your body's processing out so much retained water retention, all this. This is week 2 of that new way of eating, and I just now weighed, I'm down another 3.2 pounds. Hallelujah. That's so wonderful. I'm going to keep going with this way of eating. This way of eating is so specifically working for me. So it is, I've added food back in, but like I said, I did some research and experimented with just adding a 4th meal, but that didn't feel good to me because there's so much flexibility for me in my meal times. So there were times I wouldn't have breakfast till really late, and then I had 3 more meals to eat all together. It was, too much. Plus 4 times a day for me personally and my body. Everyone's different. Some people literally might need to eat 6 or 7 times a day because of blood sugar issues or whatnot. For me, 4 times a day was not giving me enough time between meals for everything to level back out and have a fasting window between meals. So I am so thrilled. I'm absolutely overjoyed that I'm down 6.2 pounds in 14 days, following this new way of eating. Yes, that's exactly right, because I started, I'm 14 days in. That includes, I'm on day 10 right now of sticking to it, period. But I actually started this way of eating 14 days ago, and then day 3, I got back in the sugar one last birthday hurrah for Greg on December, not for Greg, but during his birthday party on December 15th. So that even includes a blip on the radar, a big bump. That's amazing. But this way of eating is, it's more food than I was originally doing 2 years ago, where, like I've said many times, was not working for me with the level of activity that I am involved in every single day. So this way of eating, I can tell you honestly, it's enough food to give me energy. I can tell it's not nearly as much as my flesh would like. Trust me, my flesh would like 3 or 4 5-gallon buckets. Hence the pickle I'm in. Hi, my name is Emily. I'm addicted to sugar, flour, and binging, and I'm a faithful follower of Christ. Don't let me leave that out. That's my Celebrate Recovery intro. I got it a little back. Hi, my name is Emily. I'm a faithful follower of Christ. I like to say that first. I'm addicted to sugar, flour, and binging. But in all seriousness, yes, my my brain, my addicted brain would like a truckload of food. In my body, I can tell my body would like legitimately more calories, but I am wanting to get to my goal weight, which means I'm wanting to lose weight, which means I'm in this really sweet spot. I'm in my sweet spot right now of enough calories to give me energy, which is wonderful. I've not been taking 2-3 hour naps in the afternoon. I have enough fuel, enough energy to burn while still staying at a deficit, still burning more calories every single day than I consume, so that my body is burning up stored fuel and helping me get to my goal weight, helping me continue to lose weight right now. So I wanted to share that with you, that this is going so well. And for me in my brain, having 3 slightly larger meals plus the 1 cup of milk a day, wherever I want it, that is more psychological for me, that I have this wild card anytime I want it. I'm not going to say I need it, but anytime I want it. And that helps me so much mentally. Physically, it is enough calories. And another thing that helps me physically is that I've added a fruit to that final meal, which means I have a fruit at every single meal. And if I want it to be a banana, I will have a banana with my dinner. I say banana because they are the high on the glycemic index for fruit. I think I'm getting that right, but how much sugar they have, they're up there. That's why they're so good and tasty, and that's why they make awesome banana ice cream if you freeze them and blend them with a little milk, maybe some peanut butter. It's working for me to give my brain one more dose of fructose, a dose of sugar in the evening for that final mile or 2 or 10 with my family and my kids and these dogs and etc. So for me specifically, 3 larger meals, 1 cup of milk whenever I want it, and a fruit with dinner is working. And I'm so thrilled that the scale is also reflecting that. I'm also thrilled to have pure data. And here's what I mean by that. I have a family friend that did not want to take medication for mental health issues. And what this person kept saying was, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Well, this person had never taken it as prescribed, as far as I know. And what that literally tells us is that they don't have the data to conclude that it doesn't work. Had I been following this way of eating, but adding things here or adding things there, or even taking away, which that's not going to happen. Nope. I'm going to make sure I eat it. Anyways, had I done a version of this, I could not step on that scale with confidence that that was a reflection of this way of eating. But because I have stuck to it, and when I say stuck to it, I mean to the 0.1 ounce. And I would go as far as to say that there is a positive correlation between how much I stick to it and how much peace I feel. If I stick to it-ish, I feel peace-ish. And I feel peaceful. 100.0% peace-filled. Amen. And I want that to continue. I've got a good thing going, and I want to keep it going to the point where Boston butt story here. Greg and the boys worked on the Boston butt Greg and Thomas worked on the Boston butt that we're taking to my mom's house here in a minute. It's in a big cooler right now. It's still hot from yesterday. They've got a smoker. We've got a smoker up at my in-laws' house, and they worked on this Boston butt, these 2 Boston butts. And Greg just walked in the door, and I was getting ready, and he had this big hunk of meat for me to try. And I said, no, I'd love to, but no, I'm not going to do it. I haven't had breakfast yet. And I said, Greg, and he said, are you sure? He's so sweet. He always does that. He wants me to like taste it and experience it, and so sweet. And I said, no. I said, and please don't ever, are you sure me again? Please don't do that to me. But he really wanted me to try it. And I said, Greg, nope, I'm doing so good. And then I said, but wait, if you'll go weigh it and measure it for me, I'll eat it. He did. He went and weighed and measured it and came back with this little bowl. He said, here, it's 0.3 ounces. And it was so good. It was so good that I said, will you go back and get me another 0.7 ounces of that? And that'll be a fourth of my protein for breakfast. And he did. So sweet. So all this to say, the data is in. It's pure data, especially these past 7 days. Because like I said, the first 7 days, there was a blip on the radar there, but still 3 pounds down following this. Apparently, this is not too much food for me and my activity level. Apparently, I'm still eating at a deficit. I'm thrilled because I am loving this food plan. If you want to know specifically what it is, just let me know. I'll type it in the description below. I've shared it with a couple of you all. It's just, the whole deal. Breakfast is a fruit, a protein, and a grain. Lunch is blah, blah, blah. Dinner is blah, 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 plus a cup of blah, blah. Okay. I'm packing. I'm packing to go to my mom's house, and I am preparing to pamper myself there. Here's one way. I'm going to refill this, take it with me. I'm just going to enjoy the satisfaction of sticking to it. I could just drink 4 bottles of water instead of one of these, but I'm not going to. I'm going to fill this with our water from here. And I'm going on vacation, a little 24-hour, probably 18-hour vacation from this experience living here. I'm not going on vacation from my way of fueling myself, including hydrating myself. So I'm going to take this. That is one way I'm going to pamper myself. Here's another way. My sweet little elementary aged kids got me gifts, and they, I'm going to call it a God thing. The gifts that they got me from the Santa shop are spot on. So Clara got me these little comfy socks, and ignore all the hangers. Oh, you know what that's from? That is from packing up my size small clothes in those totes right there. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to getting back in those. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pack these. So sweet from Clara. I'm going to pamper myself tonight with those at my mom's house. I am going to pack, so there's pamper number 1, pamper number 2. I'm going to pack some decaf coffee and enjoy a cup of that in the evening after dinner probably. Here's pamper number 3. Franklin got me this little makeup bag from the Santa shop at school. So there's my contact stuff and my sleeping mask. And then also Clara bought me this, let's see here, Nourishing Body Care. I'm going to take this and throughout the evening, I don't know, just enjoy. Like I've said so many times, we have 5 senses and we can experience the world around us using so many more than, 3 more than tasting and smelling. And actually, I could probably enjoy smelling this too. So I'm going to pamper myself with that. By the way, the doctor told me to get on Dove because of my eczema issues. Clara brought me home some Dove from school. That is awesome. I'm going to call it a God thing. Let's see. I will also, to keep my little hands busy, doing something other than working out my biceps, getting that food to my face. I'm going to take Clara's brand new Bible that Greg and I bought for her and her tabs. Her favorite color is purple. She loves animals. So we got her a safari covered adventure Bible. If you have little elementary age kids, it's a great Bible, the adventure Bible. And I'm going to put those tabs in there for her tonight. I guess I'm realizing putting tabs in Bibles is sort of like it's my crochet. I don't crochet, I put tabs in Bibles. So I'm going to take that. I will also take this, and this is another God thing. Franklin not only bought me the little makeup bag, but he bought me this notebook. And I am going to use this as a prayer journal. And so I'll take my own Bible and I will rewrite the names of those women that I met with at the jail yesterday, and I will rewrite their names and their prayer requests in this. And I want to show you all something amazing. My goodness, that looks so similar to the December poster. That poster has stars and almost these exact looking diamonds on the cover. I'm telling you, God is with us. He's leading us. He's guiding us. And it's really amazing. I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you that December poster again. I'll just take a picture of it so you can see. When I opened this from Franklin, I was really amazed that it looks so much like what I drew on the December poster. And I'll also show you the Boston butt bites here. We're gonna have dinner at my mom's house. I will pack my crunchy lunch with me to go. Jill, Cassie, something that's almost as terrible as running out of bananas is running out of peanut butter. I'm not gonna let that happen again. Look at this, I went and got 3 big old things of it. Natural peanut butter, nothing but peanuts. Another little Christmas gift for me. I'd like to do an unboxing with you. Apparently somebody just now brought in the mail, because I'm sure this did not come today, but I just received in the mail something I bought for myself as a little treat. When I first started eating this way, and I no longer used chewing gum or mints or peppermints or little lifesaver, nothing like that. I had a bit of an issue with, what do I do in the event that I'm feeling self-conscious about some bad breath that can happen, especially when you fast. Fasting breath is a real thing. When your stomach is empty, you might start to taste kind of a bleh kind of taste, and that also has a bad odor to it. It's called fasting. I call it fasting breath. It's what happens when our stomach is still pumping out, I don't know, I'm making this up, acid. I don't even know what all the stomach does, but it can cause bad breath if there's not a bunch of food in there. So I went on Amazon years ago and got myself these little cinnamon toothpicks, and I would keep them around. But I was recently at the Mennonite Bargain Barn down the road, and they were selling these tiny little things. And I'll call you right back, Mom. Merry Christmas. They were selling these tiny little things, tiny little bottles of Crest breath drops. And they work. In fact, I used them right before I preached a big sermon at that preaching practicum. They were selling them for $1.25 a piece. I found them on Amazon. Charlie, say excuse me. Charlie just walked in the door and belched. And come back here. Come back here. You have explaining to do. And I want this on camera.
Oh, yes. CO2 cartridge out of the dart gun.
Yes?
I went to toss in the trash can like this.
Charlie, your arch.
It was
You broke our light.
too archy, not enough flat E.
So, what's the plan?
I'd say leave it till we get back and we'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out. Okay. All right, Charlie. I'm glad you're the one that did it, no one else, because what would you do if someone else did that? Oh my gosh.
I would be sad.
You would probably yell at them.
It cut my head on the top a little bit.
Are you all right?
Because I was under it when I threw it
Oh, Charlie.
and it dropped glass.
Say excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm not going to let you drink carbonated beverages. You're under the mistletoe.
No, it's after Christmas, so it doesn't count.
Charlie, where was I? These breath drops, they were selling them for $1 something down the road. I got them on Amazon. I bought myself a whole box of them, and I got them for like 60 cents a piece, and they work. They work. They work. Look at this. I'm so excited. I've never been so excited about breath drops. But I'm always excited about solutions to problems. And when we're eating this way, that's something to navigate. There's a lot of figuring out to do. Troubleshooting, if you will. So, might I recommend? They're tiny. They're little bitty baby bottles. So cute. There's my 3/4 of a protein because I had that 1/4 of a protein earlier. Okay, just finished recording the Woe Is She reading number 25. And now I'm going to, everybody's already out in the car, ready to travel to Grandma's house. And I am going to pack lunch for everyone, including my crunchy lunch. This is a bowl of mostly peas, but then when I ran out of peas, I added 3 tomatoes. When I ran out of tomatoes, I added shredded carrots to get it up to 6 ounces, plus 2 ounces of olives for a fat. This is all cold. I've never done this before with peas. Actually, I have. I've put frozen peas on top of salads. I'm gonna add salt and pepper, some balsamic vinegar, and half an ounce of nutritional yeast and call this a salad. Okay, Emily, I'm talking to you. Everyone's out in the car. All 6 of them are out there ready to go. You've just packed your crunchy lunch, your other half gallon of water, and all of this meat and cheese and plates and mayonnaise and mustard for the road to make sandwiches and pass them back to everybody. Listen to me. You love eating this way. You just now could not hardly wait to start gobbling up that delicious sandwich and that one piece of Ezekiel toast. You love eating this way. It's absolutely wonderful. You are feeling good right now. You're in, let me say, I'll call it like this. I'll say it like this. You're in your right mind right now. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy, especially our progress towards God. He is like a prowling lion. 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxiety on God. He cares for you. 1 Peter 5:8. Be of sober mind. The enemy is like a prowling lion, ready to devour. I don't know. I'm not getting that exactly right. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Be self-controlled and alert. Some translations say be of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kind of sufferings. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I took the time to look that up. Emily, listen to what that's saying. Resist him. Resist, stand firm, resist the devil, stand firm in the faith, because you know your brothers throughout the world are undergoing the same kind of sufferings. We are in this together. And I was just telling Charlie earlier today, we can have a profoundly positive or negative impact on one another. Emily, I'm telling you this right now because, like I said, right now you're in your right mind. You're about to head on a long trip. Your willpower will deplete. You're headed to visit family, people you haven't seen in 2 years. You and your mom were cracking up laughing earlier about how fun and intense things can get and how exciting they can get. But when things are heightened and when things are excited, it can be really fun or really stress-filled, or both. And things can turn ugly quick because we're human. Every last one of us. I'm telling you this right now, Emily, to give you a pep talk and remind you to not be deceived. Don't be deceived. Ephesians 4:22-24. Take off your old self. It's being corrupted by its deceitful desires filled with deceit. You may get to the point tonight where you're so exhausted and you think, it's Christmas, it's special, I'm the only one eating this way. Wah. No. You are not a victim of the gifts God gives you, and this is an absolute gift. So, you just ran back to the bedroom and got this giant ring, this beautiful ring, this gold and amethyst ring, and you put it on your hand, and this is going to remind you of this moment right now, tonight, this evening. If you start feeling tempted because your willpower is depleted, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. You absolutely love eating this way. I am noticing that the more I eat at home, the more my family eats at home, and it's super satisfying eating up all this good food that we buy from the grocery, not letting it go bad, and feeding my family so much good nutrition, like Clara back there enjoying a pear. I'm here at my mom's beautiful home enjoying 4 ounces of pork, 14 ounces of vegetables, 2 tablespoons of, what is it, French onion dip?
Yeah, French
And
vegetable dip.
Time with my mommy.
Hi!
Yay. You go, girl. Emily, you're doing awesome. I'm about to have 6 ounces of banana, and I want 6 ounces of peanut butter to go with it. No brain, no tally. Okay, so just about everybody has left. We're all getting tired. There's food everywhere. I refuse to let my guard down. I'm gonna stay engaged. I'm gonna enjoy some decaf coffee and put on these socks. And then call it a night. A very good night. Merry Christmas.